I'll give you a context of today's session and then I will get into the session. What I'm trying to get at is revisit my walks with my teacher, Dick McHugh. He had this strong understanding that the soul is not within us, but we are in the soul. His presuppositions were that this world is an extension of us, that the animals are the trees are extension of us. So every time something gets cut and annihilated, something happens within us. From a psychological and a metaphysical standpoint, even literally, it is true that what happens outside happens inside. Freud called it transference. So if I have to show you somebody's head being cut, it's gonna bother you, right? That means what happens outside happens inside. Global warming, at some point in time, what happens inside, the dreams when you wake up, something happens on the outside, you sweat, you palpitate. So there is a connection between the inside and the outside, literally, psychologically, even from the metaphysical standpoint. What he's talking about is, have you sensed or have you got attention to the psyche which is bigger than you, which lives outside of you? What he said is, did you ever look at a night sky and you thought it is magnificent, that for a moment you forgot yourself? Or maybe it's a rainbow or it's the redwood, that for a moment you saw something so magnificent that it gave you goosebumps and you forgot who you are and you became one with that. Do you have a memory of an event like that? This is what he's calling as the soul. And then he asked a question because he saw that I didn't understand what he said, right? So he asked a question. He says, were you in service of something much bigger than you, that you broke all the rules of your world in order to meet that in love? And this chapter, or in that talk, he was saying that it's a wake-up call to connect with the earth and its rhythm, to walk on the grass without footwear. I was in Bangalore the last week, and every day I'm getting up before the alarm with the loud sound, not even sound, loud sound of birds. I called up a friend of mine and I said, you know what, this is happening. And she's telling me, that's Bangalore for you, Anil. Like in the city, I would get up with, you know what kind of voices and noises, right? But that was Bangalore for me. And I woke up every day before alarm. There's something happened in that connection. Do you have an experience of that connection? So what I'm saying is that connection is self-regulation, that connection is homeostasis. You don't have to do an effort, but in the city, when you come between this heavy traffic, these dividers, these tall buildings, you begin to feel that you need to do some practices. You need to do the yoga. You need to have the matcha. You need to have green tea. But when you are in that, you see, the body regulates by itself. My question is, this overconsumption deals with something within us. It's a cutout from nature, huh? It's a cutout from nature. And in overconsumption, France is telling that this is to suppress the pain which you would see otherwise. The excessive bright light, or the excessive spice, or the stocking of things in the refrigerator, or not trusting the body to regulate itself when you come out from the heat and quickly owning the AC to subside that. You know, the ways and the many ways we're beginning to disconnect from our own homeostasis and from the homeostasis that the nature has to provide. So the disconnection that I'm talking about is A, cutting out from nature, B, overconsumption, C, the concept of self which is diluted, because of which capitalism can sell more to you. So these are two ways in which the cutout is happening. And because of this cutout, what is happening is the anesthetization, the way we do not appreciate beauty, because the only beauty we appreciate is now digital or virtual. Because we stopped seeing the real animal outside, we started worshipping the statue. We stopped seeing nature outside, we started worshipping our wallpaper. We stopped seeing nature, we are starting to see the digital art. So that disconnection Yeah, and what happens because of the disconnection is what we're talking about from the psych point of view. Because not everything is happening only because of a hit, a hurt, a abuse, or an abandonment. We're talking of something deeper here. Like, it's not the whole forest, I can't build it, but there's something I can do. Maybe I can begin to build relation with my son again, my daughter again, my partner again, my mother again. Maybe I can plant that little sapling in my forest of relations.